Talking about rap. Those three words made me wake up. Literally.
Real talk. Real talk.
Talking about rap.
You got something to talk about besides last night?
Um, yeah, so should we lead off with that? I mean, I feel like that shit just happened. That shit kind of fresh in my mind. The biggest I was looking through, it don't really look like any joints came out yesterday that I was
Bro,
really fucking with like that.
they always talk about like that's another sign of you being old. Cause hella shit drop. I don't know none of these niggas. Not a one of these niggas, bro.
Yo, I need to remember we said that we was gonna drop the IG pages of the ones who let you know what's coming out. Like
Yeah.
I'm like trying to yell at my algorithm, like, yo, where y'all at, man? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, where's these pages at? Like I wonder.
Your algorithm don't want your YouTube shit to grow, dog.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, man. Like I know I'll be seeing next time I see it, I gotta like I didn't follow the pages because I didn't know if there was like a random page or something like that, but I couldn't find
I know for me, one of them is definitely I still love hip hop.
who
I
that?
lo-
Who got
I-
that?
yeah, so I still love hip hop is definitely one. Surprisingly, the page I just opened up was double XL.
Oh, that's the page you mean. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
excuse me. I just jumped into it. Yeah, but I still love her. It's
Hmm.
definitely a page I follow that keep
Oh,
me
I
up to
rock with
date.
her. Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, she's that German DJ chick, but she doesn't post like a
A
list
list.
of like, hey,
Yeah, I
this is
forgot what
coming
the
out
name of that.
tonight.
I forgot what the name of that page is that I do follow that does that. And like I said, I honestly usually run to Wikipedia. I go
Mm.
to Wikipedia and look at the ones that's supposed to drop for that week.
I didn't know Wikipedia does that shit.
Bro,
Is it?
they have all the albums that released. Another tab they have the albums that's going to release. You know what I mean? Then they go all the way down to the TBAs, and it's just hella TBAs. Like, bro, it's
Mm.
no way. It's like, yo, Black Thought got 3 or 4 albums coming out this year.
I know. He been teasing them for a minute, but Black Dog good for that, man. He been
Yeah,
teasing
yeah.
shit for a long time.
I know Hip Hop Wolf is a page that tends to put me on the stuff. I don't know if you run across that before.
Mm. Nah,
Um,
I like sleeping on gems, but sleeping on gems don't always be hip hop. It's more like the culture, more R&B with hip hop, with just dope shit.
honestly, the tab on iTunes when you go to when you go to
iTunes or
home
Apple Music.
Apple Music, my bad, nigga, iTunes. You know where I'm from.
I was no, I was saying because like I was looking on the Apple shit today, the hip hop genre. That's usually where I go.
Yeah, yeah.
And I felt super generic doing that today. I was like, man, I
Oh
can't
fuck
just
that.
rely on this shit right here because that means you're not gonna find shit. Like West Side Gun fuck around, put some shit out, and it's not on there. Like
But like I
they
say, on the home page, there's a
mhm.
joint that says new music, and that's usually catered for you. You know what I mean? The shit that you
Okay.
would like. 'Cause
Yeah, true.
I just found 3 Graph singles I never knew dropped. So
Did he drop one yesterday with Benny?
that's what I found out on Double XL. It's not on Apple yet though.
Mm.
And
Yeah, he
I
got
think
some shit.
he got a project coming out because all the artwork looked the same for all 3 of them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We're in the same realm at least. But
Yeah. Go in the
so
comments, whoever's watching this, and tag us with whatever the fuck is coming out soon. Whatever the pages where you know to find music.
but I did see the Baby dropped the album.
I saw that and I was gonna let you talk about it because that is not my guy.
Yeah, I downloaded it. It's 23 songs. I didn't get around to it. But
Got mad about
surprisingly,
that. 23 songs.
who
I'm
else
not
dropped?
happy.
Don Tolliver dropped, and I added it. And
Right.
LES. Do you listen to LES?
No. The dude that's in Jet Life?
Is he? That would make sense though. Okay. I thought it was from New York, tell you the truth.
Well, LES is the LES is one of Nas's producers who produced on Illmatic, but there's a rapper named LES too. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
thought it
sure
was on
which
Lower
one.
East Side.
I mean that's what it stands for.
Yeah, but that's what I'm referring to.
Okay.
I'm referring to the rapper.
Okay.
I've seen him a couple of times. I never downloaded a project.
Mm,
This project was pretty smooth to the
mm.
point where I had to go back and check to see if this was the same project I put on. I'm like, oh, he's better than I remember him being. You know what I mean? So definitely LES that project. Dave East and Jonah had a single.
Yes, I did write that down, and them brothers was going off.
I slowly retracted my Davies hate.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, he can rap when he wants to for sure. And that tape that he dropped, was it Karma 4, the one that I left it off my list of albums from 2025 that I loved. We should have talked about more about that. That I remember I said it when it came out. I was like, yo, this shit is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Vado got a new single, Vado and
Word.
Rob Rouse. I'm just gonna stay a big fan of Vado regardless, because that dude just raps, yo.
All
If we talking about rap, if we talking about rap, we talk about Vado, man. That dude went off.
there ain't too many whack Harlem niggas. I'll tell you that right now.
Right. Shout out to Errol Holden. I don't understand. I don't if I get if you but if you don't like Rock March, then I get that you don't
Yeah.
like Errol
Where
Holden.
holding is from Harlem?
Yes, I
I
believe so.
wouldn't, because the thing about Harlem niggas that always get me is the syllables, the wordplay. Like Harlem niggas,
Mm.
they always have syllables. It seems like, you know what I mean.
Hmm.
So I think
Hmm.
that's kind of what caught me off guard. Appreciate that. I think that's kind of what caught me off guard with him,
Yeah.
along with the being offbeat. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
But him, it's super ill how him and Rock Mars. I don't know who found who. They're very very similar. I didn't even know um, of their affiliation when I first heard him. I was just like, this dude just sounds like if Rock Mars was born in Harlem, and then sure enough, they seem to be vibing together. I don't know what it is, but that so to segue into that shit real quick, the 656 Rock Mars album is really really fire. It's catching on too. It was like #1 on iTunes for a minute last week, or when it came out, which is surprising to me. Just because I know people fuck with him, but I didn't know that he gets that kind of traction. But man, that album is really crazy. His beats, and I'm not like there's like a cult following for Rock Mars for obvious reasons, because he kind of um was the inception of like the sound that like Griselda had, and like rapping with different sounding kind of beats, and beats with no snares and shit like that. But talking that hard shit, and like but I'm not necessarily, I don't love like all his projects, like I'm not one of these dudes, a co-follower of his, but like these beats on this shit like are like, I was like, oh man, like this shit is different. You know what I mean? Like he really came with it. And like if the show's called Talking About Rap, like there's nobody, you could just talk about that dude anytime he puts something out. Like his bars are out there. Like he's really different. And then Errol Holden's on there a few times. It's just a solid ass project. So people, I hadn't listened to it last week, before we got to the show. So definitely mention that shit. That shit is a vibe. It's a nice, smooth little 12 cuts, not 19,
yep.
thank you very much. But like a lot of substance, a lot of bars, a lot of fly talk. And it's real different, to talk fly talk. He talks fly talk in such a grimy ass way. You know what I mean? Everything about his aesthetic is so grimy, and it's a lot of it because of the beats, but it's also like he just sounds like a crook, like the way that his aesthetic, his vibe, and the way he's delivering it. And him and Errol Holden, they go real well together. And that project is it. That shit goes.
Yeah, I figured you were talking about it. I didn't check it out yet. I'm gonna check it out. Like I said, one thing you do is you talk very highly of an album, and it makes me want to go check it out. You're good at your job, man. Real talk.
Yeah, the the Errol Holden shit. It cracks me up. I was listening when he came on yesterday. I was like, I don't understand how you don't fuck with this dude. It's really like spoken word. It's his style is also very ill on that spoken word type shit. Um, for people that flow off beat. His shit is he don't sound like there's certain people that's like, yo, you're supposed to be on the beat, but you're not. You know, like his shit doesn't sound like that. His shit sounds like it's not. It doesn't sound like it's offbeat, but it's just like the beat is
But
sort of
it's
like the beat is just sort of in the background. You know what I mean?
but you remember when you was making music and when you didn't write to this beat and it might sound a little off.
Yeah.
This ain't even that though. Like this is that's just aesthetic behind me. Like the beat is just there. Like let me do me right here. Like it is, but it's not a. It doesn't sound off. That's the good thing
So
about it. You know what I
right,
mean?
like the beats that we used to rap to would be like one, two,
Yeah,
three, four, and then if we was off, it's like we was trying to be on the beat, and if we was off, it was like, all right, hold on, I gotta adjust something, take a word out, get the
yeah.
bounce right or whatever. Their shit, those beats are like the beats that they rap to. I don't have a way to describe it other
It's
than
like a
like
score.
yeah, alchemist type beats, I guess you could say. Shits that
Yeah,
where the snare and the kick are de-emphasized, and maybe and it's on it. They still have a 1, 2, 3, 4 count, but it's just not as obvious. They sound better. It's like this is obviously not something you're supposed to be like
yeah.
this to your car too. It's more so like just a different. These
Like I said,
dudes are
it sounds like a score to a movie.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Some
yeah.
background shit. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Like he's delivering a monologue in a movie. Yeah, that's a good way. That's a great way of describing it.
I'm
Yeah.
catching up with you, dog. I describe shit. Let me find out, nigga.
Yes,
What
sir.
else is going on though besides hating Nikki?
Birthday Blizzard, man.
You
Birthday
enjoyed it?
Blizzard. Huh?
You enjoyed it?
I love that shit. I loved it. I loved it. It very much reminded me of I felt very uh what's the word I was gonna say, vindicated. I went back and listened to what I said about him um on Saturday, last week's show, and I was like, see, I made sure I was like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't, even though I was saying, oh, I don't like his albums and this and that, I made sure multiple times to be like, he's really that dude. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with him and I put him in whatever category, and I would never disrespect him. I just don't like the albums. I just been disappointed by the albums.
This is so
Um
funny to me. This is just the way we work is
yeah.
just so humorous to me, dog.
Well,
Like, because I only listened to it once, and
yeah, I listened to it like 4 times. I listened to it a lot yesterday because I wanted to make sure I talked about it today.
Cole has got to that level where I know you're nice. I don't need a whole bunch of random metaphors you couldn't fit into a song.
Mm.
I want a song from you. So,
Ah,
like I said, I listened to it one time. Oh, you're nice, and that was it. Like I didn't really run it back but it did give you that feel of like when you're young and your whole point is to prove that you're nice. So
mm.
I did enjoy that, but I like albums. I like songs. I like ideas from Cole. If that
We
makes sense.
talking about rap, man. We talking about rap. That dude was rapping
Yeah,
his ass off, and like, um, it was very smart. His teeth. First of all, it sounds to me like he just recorded this shit like 2 weeks ago or a week ago because he was talking about how cold it is in New York. He calls it a birthday blizzard, which obviously, I don't know when his birthday is. I guess it's coming. I guess it's now or
what was
whatever.
that date?
Maybe it sounded like he could have recorded all that shit in the same day. And the fact that it's a blizzard and it's a blizzard out here, like it's like he just do this? Did he just go in and get pissed off and decide to do 4 joints like this?
No, like I
Um,
said, dog, he was done with the album. Then he did a
yeah.
bunch of bars that didn't make it to the
Mhm.
album that just talk about being nice though. Like is that
It
what you?
it was the feel of it was great. The with hosted by DJ Clue, the artwork of it felt like the DJ Clue artwork from the 90s. And then him just going off for a quick 15 minutes on the beats he chose was amazing. I love the fucking Can I Live, the Black Rob beat. I love that shit.
Mhm.
And it seemed to spark this conversation of about who's he talking about, and that's the thing that I sent you that I wanted to kind of touch on. I really he said the line about used to, back in the days it used to be rapping and ball playing. Nowadays it's all yapping and parlaying. Like he's obviously talking about podcasting and about how people talk shit on the internet, and that has so much to do with the discourse in hip hop now. Is the
Mm.
Stephen A. Smithification of hip hop music now, that like so many people is getting a bag off of
Wow.
podcasting, that everybody else is trying to get a bag off podcasting. And the whole thing with that is you got to say some shit to make people click on your show. So it's like everybody's like falling over each other to have a take, and that's kind of what happened to sports media, and that's why
Mm.
sports media is so fucking garbage. Childish. Remember, I think I said this on one of our earlier shows, that Childish Gambino had a line where he said like, you dudes is podcasting because you can't rap. He said that a while ago. I don't want to misquote him, but it's exactly the line that he said. And so Cole speaking to that, and then everybody wants to know, who he's talking about, and or the chatter. And I was like, man, y'all are kind of proving his point with this shit. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I
Like,
ain't gonna hold you. As much as I enjoyed all the breakdowns for the Kendrick and Drake situation,
mhm.
because I didn't know so much of the underneath joints, as much as I enjoyed their breakdown and how they kind of, I guess, spark what breakdowns are, or looking deeper into people's lyrics,
And on a
it
diss
definitely,
record,
it
they're
definitely
gonna
done
do
made
that.
shit whack. It done made shit so whack. Like you can't
Yeah, that's
even
what I'm
enjoy a
saying. Like,
song, bro.
everybody's like falling over each other to get you to click on their fucking page. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and so to me, Cole kind of, everybody proved him right by like running to chatter about like, like, who's he talking about? And does this put him back in the top three? And like, I found it very, very comical to hear Fat Joe, of all people, talking about, yo, does he belong back in the big three? Like, yo, like, let's talk about people who don't belong in the big three. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Fat Joe has a lot of, I'll never take away his credentials to talk about hip hop music, because, of course, you know what I'm saying, because of who he is and everything. But it's like Fat Joe and Maul from Rory from Maul. So many fucking people want to still talk about the fact that this dude backed away from the battle. Like
Bro.
the like, can we, bro? Are we? How long ago was this shit? Are we not finished with that conversation
And
already?
it's to me, it's the point that I was in the same lane for like a week after it happened. But it's like, do you not
Sure,
understand why he did it though? Like it is so obvious why he did it. So why are we still talking about it? This won't about rap, nigga. Like this was not about rap. He thought he was jumping into a battle about rap and being nice. And he found out, oh, y'all two don't like each other. Like
very quickly,
y'all two don't like each other.
very
I'm good
quickly.
on this.
Yeah,
And that's the type of person that Cole is. Not to say we know Cole, but Cole gives you music to let you know who he is. So he did something that's so cold. So why are we still on this?
and
Like, why
Cole's
we?
a genuine cat. He's like, yo, man, I'm not gonna make a diss record talking about your baby moms and talking about how I'll shoot you and how you're a bitch. When I really like, I like y'all, man. You my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, both of y'all is my man. I really fuck with y'all, and I'm just not gonna do that. Like, y'all don't actually like each other, so y'all gonna do that, but I'm not. And like it's just like, bro, why do we? Here's what it is. Y'all want to talk, and I don't want to say gossip like bitches, because dudes is the real bitches. You know what I'm saying? It ain't bitches that's bitches. It's the dudes that's bitches. Y'all want to gossip like little fucking gossip girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Y'all mad, y'all still mad that J. Cole didn't give y'all some shit to go on the algorithm so y'all could talk about it.
Well,
You know what I'm
niggas
saying?
ain't
Like
chilling.
yeah, like this whole shit about like, oh, he didn't step into the ring and he didn't put the gloves on or whatever. Like, does he really have to do that? Like, I appreciate that J. Cole was like, man, I don't have to do none of this shit. And he don't. J. Cole could put out 4 freestyles on a random Monday at any time of the year that'll take motherfuckers' heads off just real quick to remind you who he is. And maybe that's a
And we're not even talking about the business sense that went into this goes directly to me. This is my website. This shit comes directly to me. Like, and I don't care if
correct.
y'all, I don't give a fuck if y'all only give me $1. Y'all
And
don't
buy
get
and buy my
it's so hard for
album.
y'all to get
The
a
album
dollar
link
off.
that was right below it. I love
Yeah.
that shit.
But it's so hard for people to get $1 off streaming.
Right.
that this is like what are we talking? So it's just so many wins in this that y'all still talking about the fact that he made the correct decision to get out of some situation. Like it is funny because my man's the dude that made the logo, you know what I'm talking about logo. He he's a battle rapper. And he definitely came up. He definitely was like, because I had you and him going at me at the same time about Cole. And I was like, man, I'm not doing this today. But but he was saying that he didn't like the whole Cole situation and backing out. And I was like, bro, you battled Deuce, which is my co-host from my other show. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, you battled Deuce. You came to the show and talked about how you were saying stuff that wasn't even true about this guy, so you couldn't even battle like that. Like, so
Right.
it's like
Right.
my words was you battle Deuce. That sums it up right there. And that's really what it is, bro. Like it's not this one a battle, bro. These niggas ain't like each other. Like they like
Right.
I ain't got I sound like these niggas.
Just y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like I just wish that these dudes would understand, would be more honest about what they want from people. You know what I'm saying? And like it feels very, I guess for us that don't rely on people to click on our show because we just out here doing this shit for fun and doing this shit for the love. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you my honest opinion. You know what I mean? Like, especially like the dude Maul. I know Maul, everybody calls him OVO Maul because he always seems to have some kind of opinion that favors Drake. I'm OVO Dave to the fullest. Like everybody knows I love Drake more than, just about any artist, you know what I'm saying? And like I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like leave Cole
Oh
alone,
yeah,
bro.
I didn't
Like
understand that. He said he want to know so bad why
why he backed out. For what? Man, like shut up. Like why? Why do you care so much? Like so he has to dedicate a whole song on his new album, on his album that he been an album that he's been essentially making his whole career, or at least he's been talking about it. And you want to hear about that shit? I don't want to. I like if he decides to. I'm sure he's gonna have a line or two or a verse or whatever. Like Jay Z does that. Like Jay Z will always give you. He'll never talk about some shit in an interview, but he'll give you a verse where he's basically talking about the whole shit. Um, bro, I'm done with the conversation, man. Like it is, and everybody to me proved J. Cole's point and proved my point about why this shit is lame. It's like y'all are not talking about this music.
mm-hmm.
Y'all are not talking about this music. Y'all are talking, and that's it was what Jadakiss was saying. Jadakiss was like, "Yo, you talking about the internet. You're not talking about them." And Fat Joe was like, "No, no, I'm not. It's not the internet that this is what the streets is talking about." It's like, nah, man, like you can't be serious with that shit. And even if the streets is still talking about that, y'all just talking about that shit because you're fucking bored. This is
How was
barbershop talk with a bunch of dudes that's sitting around and got nothing else to do.
how was that show? How
Huh?
was that show? Is Fat Joe on some this what the streets are saying and Kiss is the one with logical sense, or is it
I
just
still haven't clicked on, I still haven't watched the whole episode. I just happened to see a clip just now before I came downstairs to talk to you. And they said they was like, oh, they took Fat Joe said they took J. Cole's head off the Mount Rushmore and said, oh, they screwed his head off the Mount Rushmore. And Jadakiss was like, well, you better screw that shit back on then. Like you bugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, I can't take nobody seriously if you feel like that invalidated anything from his career. Like you're bugging. Like I have way more to say about the fact that he has a bunch of albums that I don't like, as opposed to like the fact that he just chose to bow out of being messy with some shit that involved two men that obviously got some kind of personal shit between them. And it's like this shit don't got nothing to do with me, man.
yeah.
Fuck it. Like y'all just wanted to sit back and eat your popcorn and make you a little and get your little posts off on the internet. And you mad that he didn't give you some fuel for it. Man, fuck out of here,
And it's
bro.
crazy, because Kendrick and Drake gave us way more than we expected, bro. Like,
Y'all wanted to keep the shit going. Like I was pretty nauseated by it by the time the shit was done. Like
bro, I mean, but
enough.
at the same time, boy, that was a time. That was a time, man. Like that
It
was a
was.
time. Like coming home and not knowing something new was out, bro.
It was
Be
what
at
everybody
be at
wanted.
IG at that. Like
It was
that
what
was a
everybody wanted. It was
yeah,
what everybody
yeah.
wanted.
And like I said, I'm not gonna say in front like I didn't listen to Cole songs differently for like a week or so. Like I'm
Mm.
not, but it's like the more you listen to a song, it's like, kind of makes sense.
I didn't. I personally didn't. I didn't, and I don't think any less of the dude. And I know Um, you know what I'm saying? I think he's proven what he said. I think he's backed up everything that he said. I don't think he has to battle anybody specifically to back up what he's said his whole career that he's really that dude. And
But to bring up what you were saying earlier about how people want to nitpick at his bars and see if you talking about him and see if you talking about him. That is what Cole do though. Cole will give you a whole song about somebody and not say the person's name and
mhm.
he
Everybody does that.
definitely yeah, but it's I guess it's different with Cole doing nigga. Like
I guess Jay-Z been doing that shit his whole career.
yeah, yeah, but
I bet I'm
even
sick.
that nigga gives you even more hints because Cole will give you shit that came from a goddamn conversation that them two niggas was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
having.
Yeah. Yeah. True enough.
Anything
Um,
else? Anything else before we get to the whole shellacking that was
oh
last
my
night,
God.
dude?
Nah, man. We gotta talk about that. First of all,
The
I
science that is versus, I think we'll get into that later also. The science that is versus. Because
yeah,
it always goes like that to me. Very rarely is it a good back and forth. It's always a momentum swing, and then the dude just can't figure out what to do because he's scrambling. That's always been interesting to me.
yeah, yeah. That definitely, DJs will tell you that. A DJ will tell you that. That when you come out, you got it ain't about just the records you play. It's about when you play them.
That's what it was, though. That's what it was. Mike had a DJ. HitbBoy was his own DJ. And that's why the theme of the whole night to me was ego. Like everything about HitbBoy is ego.
So first, I want to mention Apple Music amped this shit up crazy, and their production value was ass. Like where this was, how many people was in the room, the camera. Josephine, my wife Josephine, was livid about the camera work. She was just like, "What are they doing? Like, I can't even see. Like, like why is this so poor quality?" Remember I said, "Oh, Beyonce is gonna come out." That's because of the way that they was amping it. Like I don't know who that dude was talking to Ebro, but like this new genre of human that is so generic with their fucking urban lingo. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like you're a super generic, clean, like very nice braids. You supposed to be one of us because you look and sound like us, but you ain't one of us. Like you sound like you just came out of communications, with your communication degree. I was like, get him the fuck out of here, whoever that cat is.
Yeah. Because everybody else
But
sounded so natural. Like Ebro sounds so natural when he's talking. Everybody,
right.
Big Boy sounded natural when he was talking. This dude sounded nervous and forced. It just
Yeah,
sounded
because they
off.
are natural, and Big Boy. I didn't know this about Big Boy was really a street dude, like from LA type shit. But that's another conversation. But they was amping it so much. They was like, "Oh, people is really coming out for this." I can't tell y'all who's coming, but people is really coming. And in my head, I was like, that gotta be Beyonce. Like this is in LA. It's the Grammys. Like you're talking about these two guys have big hits with Beyonce. Somebody's gonna bring out Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Is what I thought. And then
Yo,
the minute that they started and I saw where the venue was, I was like, remember what I said? I was like, oh, she ain't coming out here.
nigga, we should go in, like, if, we should be clickbaiting and start the rumor that Beyonce did pull up, but she saw the venue and got back in the car and left. And
Right.
that's what threw off Hit Boy though. Because his whole swag changed when he found out she won't coming. Like
Yeah.
that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like
It
that's the story we should run with right there, but nigga
Yeah, right.
like
The spot looked dingy as fuck. I was like, why are y'all performing in the back of like Have a Nice Day cafe or some shit? Like the shit looked like y'all shot it looked like they shot it on Broad Street. You know what I mean? Like I was like, what are y'all doing? Like this shit looks nuts. But yeah, just from out the gate, Mike Will controlled this shit from out the gate. And to note, this was in LA. You know what I mean? This is Hit Boy's backyard. There wasn't a lot of people there. And so maybe that equalized the fact that the home court advantage or whatever. But Hit Boy, um, I'm sorry, Mike Will understood the assignment, yo. He came out the first shit he played was Humble. He came out with banger number one
Yep.
and banger after banger after bang. He was spamming Future. He played a bunch of Future shit.
And it's funny because it's like, did he play the room? Because he played, he didn't play. I feel like I don't listen to radio. So maybe he was playing number one hits. And I'm looking at these, I'm like, oh, these are like nice songs, but these aren't like big ass singles like HitbBoy had. Like a lot of your random Future songs, those are songs that rung off for a long time. But unbeknownst to me, they might be songs that dominated the radio
Mhm.
for a long time. And I didn't really
Nah, I don't think so. Like, I
see
don't
it.
think Future. He didn't play the big.
Commas. Well, I guess he didn't make commas, but yeah, some of the bigger Future singles that you think, I was like, okay, yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe those aren't Mike Will joints, but like, you know, he just yo, man, Mike understood the assignment, man, and he had the crowd. He had the crowd, and I was really surprised to see how much an Atlanta dude held the crowd in LA. But that kind of shows, like shit ain't as regional, as people think. You know what I mean? Like he really hit it just he had these joints that, like, not just judging off of how popular it was and how much, like, as just sitting there as a fan, like I was in the room, like the shit that Mike was playing, I was like, you know what I'm saying, like I was fucking with it. And then just right out the gate, um Kendrick, I'm sorry, Hit Boy was playing shit that I didn't even know. I was like, was it the Wow freestyle that he played? I was like, I don't even know this song. And then he segued to the backseat freestyle, and I was like,
Yeah, that's what that
you
was.
yeah, and I was like, yo, you played, you're supposed to get the whole room going crazy off of backseat freestyle, but the way that you played it, it's like nobody even responded to
So
it.
he
I was
played
just
it to
like,
get he played it to get that Kendrick line that said something about Hit Boy, correct?
I guess, bro,
Because
I
like,
don't even know. I was
because
just like,
because the song came out like, what the fuck is this? And then the Kendrick line came on, and he scratched it a couple times, and then backseat freestyle came on.
right, it's just play the bangers, yo. And you have so many of them. Like, why are we not playing the bangers? Like, it's so I have a whole breakdown of it, of the songs here. So I'm gonna
Of what he did and what he should have played.
of what they did, of what he played. And Yeah, Hit Boy comes out the gate with the Wow freestyle. That shit was weird. Mike Will early he played the Future joint from the Monster mixtape. Remember, I asked you what's the name of this joint. That
Monster.
shit immediately
Okay.
kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he really killed. And then Mike Will,
He did.
two of the first three joints he played is Humble and DNA.
That's
And
crazy.
DNA is a
Yeah.
fucking rocker. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and I don't even know the first few. Like, it took Hit Boy like four songs to finally get to Trophies. And when Hit Boy got to Trophies, I was like, why didn't he start with this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he should have started with Trophies. Trophies is old, right? So it's not like you have to play that in your last set of joints. And it's a huge hit. It's a big stadium type anthem. Um, yeah, it was weird.
Do you think he started freestyling? Do you think he deviated from
Yes.
what his playlist was?
Yeah, he was like, what should I play now? What should I play
And that
now?
was
And like,
early. That was
yeah,
like number 5 or 6, dog.
yeah, you could see that right away, man. And like when he started to finally get traction, um, when he played Kanye Cold, the shit, the Khaled and Kanye shit,
Yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah.
Mike Will Mike Will comes right back with Love Me from Wayne. And I was like, yo, he shut the room down immediately. So like it's like
Great counters.
he always seemed to have these responses. You know what I'm saying? Like Hit Boy had Racks in the Middle, and then boom, Mike Will comes right now. Granted, very weird how Mike Will shouted out his granny before he plays the Rihanna shit. That was very weird. um, but he comes back with Pour It Up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? With the
Yeah.
Rihanna shit. I was like, bro, he's gonna drown you in these hits. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what
And you
happened.
have
And
the bigger hits, though.
Huh?
That's what's so weird. Like he has the bigger hits. HitbBoy has the bigger hits.
It seems like but yo, man, like it was like he was afraid to play him or something. You know what I mean?
It's presentation, and you're losing. Like
The
you don't know what to do when you lose. You're like, yo, do I bring my banger out now? But like I kept saying, dog, it's
you have
ego.
so many, just play
But it's
them,
ego, dog. I can listen to his raps. Like after his first tour, like, oh, he can perform all these songs, or he could be doing this. I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna fly the right way. Like it
bro.
just ain't.
He
Yo,
plays
oh,
sicko mode.
my bad. This what happened. Did you see him trip?
Nah, I didn't see him trip.
Yes, that's what happened. I forgot what song it was. He was running, he was saying all hype, he tripped. I wanted to text like, oh yeah, it's over. And that was like song 5. Yo, when he tripped,
I
it
didn't
was
see it.
bad, bro. Like it was
It's
bad.
funny. I thought I thought the battle was officially over. It's funny because he ended it himself when he played sicko mode and then didn't play sicko mode.
Yeah.
You played the intro to sicko mode and then you didn't play sicko mode. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
You
when
know
the
what I'm
beat
saying?
drops, you just turn it off. Like, hold on, what?
And I'm
Like,
waiting for Travis Scott to come out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, because Apple gassed this shit the whole time talking about how people is coming out. And then I was like, okay, well, so where's Travis? Like this would be a time when you would bring out somebody and Travis doesn't come out. And then so you play sicko mode and then you cut it off after the intro, which is super weird. Me and my wife was like, why did you do that? And then Mike Will brings out Ray Shamir, Sway Lee for Black Beatles, and everybody did the freeze
yo,
trend,
that's crazy.
and it was over.
It
It was
was
over right there.
over. It was over
It was over right there. I was
early,
like,
dog.
man, it was over 3 different times because then, um, after he brings out Sway Lee, you bring out Big Sean, and I love Big Sean, but it's
Yeah,
like, dog,
that one it.
you brought out Big Sean, and he brought out Sway Lee. Like,
Yo, it's funny because when you look at verses, because to me, when you said Beyonce, I thought it was a joke. Travis Scott, same thing. It's just some niggas that's quote unquote too big for verses.
yeah, right,
And so to me, I'm trying to think of who should have came.
right.
Bro, I thought Juicy J was 2 Chainz, and I was thinking like, yo, why the fuck 2 Chainz ain't come out for nobody yet? Two
I
Chainz
thought Two
definitely.
Chains was gonna come out too, and they made it sound like he was gonna come out for No Lie. Yeah, and the reason I thought Beyonce or Travis or whatever is because they're in LA and it's the Grammys and
Nah,
they'll just pull up and just come out and just be in the back. They might not even perform. They'll just be there and hype up the crowd real quick and then step to the left.
nah.
So
I mean,
so
because for one, if Beyonce come, then Hove got to come, and then both of
right.
them got. So it's just a whole bunch of stuff, and it's funny because now I understand why big niggas don't come to. I'm about to say nigga shit, but you never. It's the same thing about the BET Awards. Like
Yeah,
some rappers are too big for the BET Awards, which is bad. You know what I mean? I'm not
right,
saying this is correct or anything, but
right.
like, and it's funny because it's like Swiss and Timbo is putting these on. Who's too big for Swiss and Timbo? So like, what are we talking about? But I don't know.
We should have talked about that.
These niggas.
They fucked up the energy right from the very beginning.
How
Right
so?
when they came out and they was trying to hype up the crowd and the crowd was like sexual chocolate, how the crowd wasn't clapping for sexual chocolate. That's how it was when Swiss and Timberland came out. Like nobody was trying to clap for them two fucking bozos.
Cause we been here like 45 minutes waiting on y'all niggas, man. Like
And it's like
y'all had us looking at a blank screen for 30 minutes and then
nobody
talking to Ebro and some dude for another 20 minutes.
and nobody cares about these two bozos, man. Like get out of here. Like yes, we know that y'all started verses. I've been saying it. Like people don't. I don't fuck with them. Like it fucked up my vibe immediately when I saw the two of them. I was like, can y'all get out of here, please? Like nobody trying to
Yo,
hear y'all.
Hit boy definitely hit a can we put a beat on? Yo,
Yeah,
when he was like, yo, how many we got? And dude was like, we only got one more. And then he
it's
said
like 20,
5.
and Mike Will was like, verses always been 20,
And like I said,
20.
when he brought up money, I was like, yeah, he off his game. He's like,
When he
yeah,
was
I know
like,
he off his
oh,
game.
when he played the Nas, he talked about out of all the Nas shits that he could have played,
He got 2 years worth. He has 2 years worth of
you played
knowledge
that shit. You
with
played
neither
the
one
shit
of them
with
there.
Fabio, the spicy shit, the shit with Fabio, like. That shit is like a random ass song. He was like,
Whoa,
yo, I
whoa, whoa,
want a
whoa, whoa,
Grammy for
whoa,
this. I want a
whoa. Big
Grammy.
stop. Big stop. Is that the biggest single to come out there of that whole run? Not your
Oh,
favorite song, not the best song, but it is the biggest single to come out of their whole run. It
I don't
might be though, honestly, y'all.
Is it? I don't think so. I mean, first of all, I don't even be knowing what shit is a single and what isn't
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
barely see it. I guess, but like clearly the crowd didn't think so. Like it was weird. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, I want a Grammy off of this. And then Mike Will was like, oh yeah, well, I want a Grammy for King's Dead. And he played King's Dead, and the whole crowd went off
And he
on
tried to
King's
play
Dead.
him. He tried to play him. Like, dog, I want to give you props, man. You won a Grammy or somebody saying la di da di da, slob
Right.
on my knob.
Right.
And my nigga was like, yeah, he was just showing props to, you know what I mean, 3 6 Mafia and this, that, and the third. Like everything you said or did, Whistler had a perfect counter. Mike had a
Mike,
perfect counter
yeah.
every single time, bro.
So
We
it
didn't get to
was
my favorite moment yet. We didn't get to my favorite moment yet.
it was over. So it was over the first time we said it was over. Then it was over when Hit Boy played Spicy and Will played King's Dead. And then it was over again when Hit Boy played The Easy with Game featuring Kanye, which is a very kind of slow and kind of weird, not weird song, but like, Kanye is talking about his life and the song is kind of downbeat and then and then
Too
and
late
then
for that.
and then Mike Will comes back with "Move That Dope." It's like, yo,
Yo, that
how
was
many
crazy.
times is he gonna fatality this
That
shit?
was crazy. Yo, that song, yo, that move was so crazy that I changed the song that I was using for the post I was making at the time being. I don't know if
Right.
you peeped that, right? Because I tagged you, deleted that joint, and then put it on my move got dope. Yo, that was crazy. But my favorite moment of the whole night
I know what you're about
was
to say.
when he brought out Big Sean.
Hmm.
And then he was like, he was talking to Big Sean, like, yo, that new song we did is that the third. And you could see in Big Sean's face, like, you trying to do that now? Which is usually comes with when people bring out somebody, they usually do a new song, you know what I mean? But
Right.
it looked like Big Sean won't really bout it. And then you hear Mike Will in the background, like, yo,
Yo, it's my
it's
turn.
my turn, it's my
It's my
turn, right?
turn.
And Hit Boy doing he tried to big boy him. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you got very disrespectful, you know what I mean? And then the performance ain't hit or grab, you know what I mean? So
Because
then Mike
nobody
Will
knows the
made,
song.
so Mike Will came out, brought out Juicy J,
Juicy.
which is a bigger feature, threw money all over the place.
And then
And
they didn't want to walk
Hit
out
Boy
there
was
because of
like,
all the
Hit Boy
money.
was like, yo, somebody gonna come clean this up. I like, yeah, I like that disrespect. Fuck you,
Yeah.
nigga. You
Yeah.
start you want to come with disrespect, I'll come with more disrespect. Go
And the
twist.
thing is, and Juicy wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. Juicy was just trying to show love by throwing money around.
Yeah.
And
Because
and
niggas thought it would have
um
grabbed.
And he was like, "Oh, I don't want to slip on the money," because you said he already tripped before, which I didn't even catch. To me, like, so I already said two fatalities. Here's another fatality. You played two Beyonce records. He played Flawless and he played I Ain't Sorry. And Mike Will only played one Beyonce record, and he still killed you because he has Formation. He played Formation, and you had to know that Mike Will has Formation in his bag. If you're gonna play Beyonce records, you had to know that he has one of the most iconic Beyonce records ever with Formation. And when he played Formation, I was like, how did he kill you with the Beyonce bag? And you have way more Beyonce songs than he does. And he still killed you with the Beyonce bag. I was like, how many fucking fatalities is there, man?
It go back to ego, bro. It go to
Yeah.
ego. Like I said, he was playing shit that he liked. Mike Will was playing the bangers that he knew everybody liked, bro.
And also, like, you didn't make a playlist. It's
Yeah.
very obvious that you didn't make a playlist. You didn't
Nope.
consult with nobody.
Nope.
You just
Niggas
went
trying
up
to tell you.
there.
Niggas was trying to tell you.
And also, like the fact that he didn't have a DJ, um, he kept so you can't. He tried to iTunes DJ the shit where
Mm,
you just play the song from the beginning, and he kept playing the long ass intros of the songs before the beat actually drops. So now the crowd is waiting 30, 40 seconds for the actual beat to drop because there's this intro to the
mm.
song instead of you having a DJ that just gets to the actual part. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, I was like, bro, this shit,
But this is what I love about verses, though, dog. You
like,
come
it's
in
the
thinking it's
science
gonna
of
be one
verses.
thing. It's always a strategy to it, bro. It's strategy and momentum to me. Those are the two biggest parts of versus strategy and momentum. Because when that momentum swing, dog, it's probably over. And I don't care if it just ain't number song six. It's over, dog. It is hard to get it back because you're scrambling. You're trying to pick which banger you think gonna work instead of just sticking with your plan. because
if
the
you had a
fans had the
playlist,
bangers at the right time.
if you had a playlist, if you thought
It
about
was
this shit, if you anticipated, you know what I'm
his
saying?
shit.
If you studied the opponent and be like, okay,
Yes.
he's probably gonna play this, he's probably gonna play this. I have this. It felt like that shit didn't happen. And like there's no way that Hit Boy versus Mike Will should have been as one-sided as it was. Like because Hit Boy has way too many hits. But it shouldn't have been as one-sided. It was very one-sided.
Early.
It looked like an avalanche. And also like side note, and I don't know if you catch it, Hit Boy just kind of looked like a little nerd to me.
He whacked. And
He looked like
he kept talking about real and this is real and this is real. And Mike Will sounded like he sounded more real than the other nigga. Like he was just speaking while the other nigga was trying to speak his lines. Shit.
Mike
That
Will
shit was
just
funny.
seemed like a cool ass
Cool
dude
ass dude having
that
fun.
be in the club, that be turning up, that knows how to DJ, that knows how to turn up a crowd. And
They ain't
Hit
gotta
Boy
tell you,
looked
he ain't gotta tell you that I was spending 50 racks to this song. Like, bro, all right,
he
that's
you look
cool. Like,
Hit Boy looked like a little nerd. His outfit was corny. He dresses corny to me. Like he's one of these dudes that wears the big MC Hammer pants. His outfit was whack. And I love Hit Boy, no disrespect to him, but he looked like a little studio nerd, and that's okay if you're a little studio nerd.
because
Like
that's what he is, and
everybody's different.
that's what he is, and
There's
nothing
nothing
wrong
wrong
with
with
it.
that,
Be
but
that.
it's you didn't come. You needed to have your mans and them up there with you. You
Hold on.
needed
Let
to
me ask
have
you this. Because maybe I'm confusing this. Where did Hit Boy come from? Was he not part of a trio? Was he
um.
not with Price and what's the other dude name? It was three. I swear he was with three rappers, dog. I swear he was two other rappers, Price and somebody else, man.
So my where I remember Hit Boy
Hmm.
from is he came up under Kanye.
Hmm.
It was him and S1, I think, during the oh man, I'm trying to remember what his first records was. But he was in the Good Music team,
Yeah,
essentially. Like he
definitely.
was one of the producers that was producing with Kanye, and he left rocking with Kanye, and he produced niggas in Paris, and his shit jumped off from there. So before that, I'm not exactly sure where he came from or whatever, but
I cannot figure out where I know this nigga from, bro.
I know he's been producing since he was real young. You know what I mean? Since he was real young.
Audio Push. You
Oh,
remember
okay.
Audio Push?
I do, yeah. Yeah, and that sounds about right.
He
Because he
was
has a
yes,
joint
but
with
he has
them.
so much music with him. He was with I think they were a trio at first, y'all. I
That
think it was
sounds
yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah. But like I said, okay, so you was the studio nerd. Be that. Like and nothing every though I can't stand niggas don't want to be who they are. But I'm 43 and it took me a long time to be cool who I am. So let me stop portraying.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like yeah, he definitely, and maybe it's not that he was not cool with who he was. It's just that he looked uncomfortable getting his ass beat. He got the beats put on him. And he was playing the ASAP Rocky shit. He played One Train from ASAP Rocky. It's like, yo, I love One Train, but like, why are we playing that shit right now? Like, you have so much shit that you could have played. And I messed up for not doing a playlist today, but like one thing I wanted to do was like, can we do our own Hit Boy playlist and help this nigga out? Because like, you know what I mean? Because like you got so much shit that you could have did, and maybe he just maybe played a lot of it and didn't play it in the right order or whatever it was. But
Yeah,
by the end,
it didn't matter.
he was just like, no more, man, just no mas.
He didn't want no more,
He
yo.
didn't want no more. He got the beats put on him, bro. And the crowd, when he did the Nas shit, he was like, "Yo, man, I want a Grammy off that. Y'all could put your hands together for that." Like he's yelling at the crowd. He's like, "Yo, since you're in the clapping mood, he hit them with the Randy Jackson sexual chocolate shit. Like he was mad, like sexual chocolate. Like I was like, man, this is
This
bad.
is
I don't even
bad.
want to watch anymore.
That's all I think the whole time. This is bad, bro. This is bad.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been. It really shouldn't have been. But that's
Did they tell us who's next?
what that there's another one of the next versus
Yeah, did
battle.
they tell us the next verse? Did they give us I turned it off after
Oh
that.
nah, if they I turned it off at the end. I don't know if they got one next or whatever, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. It shouldn't have been as one sided as it was. And again, another reason I went back and listened to our show from last week is I wanted to make sure that I didn't call it like, hey, Mike Will's gonna win, but I did
Yeah.
say I was like, yo, people need to not sleep on Mike Will, right? That's what I
Yeah.
said last week, and I told my man that came here shout out to Khalil, my plumber, who I put onto the show. I was like, we always do this shit. We always say some shit, and then 2 weeks later it happens, just like we said it would. You know what I mean? Like, and that was one of those ones where we talked about J. Cole being dead nice, and we talked about. I was like, don't sleep on Mike Will, man, because this dude has a serious catalog, and sure enough, man, that shit was on full display.
Big fact, big fact. But yeah, man. Another week we talking about rap, man.
Talking about rap, man. Talking about rap.
Yeah, we'll give y'all a playlist.
Yeah, we'll make a playlist and put in post. I'll make one. We should do the Hit Boy should have made playlist.
I try to give people like that a voice to tell their story.
Everybody don't touch the ball, but everybody touch the culture. OGs, refs, coaches. So until we back with Sunday morning recaps come spring, we got more convos coming, including another 4 for 10 this and every Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and share. Now, TalmBout. We got shooting shirts though. DMO. Holler at Rich. Get at Chase. Reach out to Mel, T, Malik, Danny, Marcus down Richmond. Follow Dale on air. Media. NahmTalmBout. If you're not though. NahmTalmBout.